Hello, good morning 5th standard students. In the last session, we have started to study our fourth topic of mathematics, that is parts and wholes. And in the last session, we have done lots of activities. I hope all the activities you have done with your parents and friends. And today in this session we are also doing lots of activities. So without wasting our time, we will start. Here is the one question, that is, make different patterns by coloring some squares in the grids B, C, D. Okay, which grids are there that I will show you afterwards. What part of the grid did you color? What part of the grid remained white? Now look at here one of the example. This is a grid A and you can see it is a square, and this square is divided into 16 small squares. Now we will count that squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That means we can say that a one square is divided into 16 small squares. And you know that what is square? A square is a closed quadrilateral which having four sides which are equal in length. And from this picture you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means out of 16 squares, 8 squares are blue colored. So how we can write the portion of that blue colored squares and white squares? Now look at here. We can write as like this way. 8 upon 16 are blue. That means out of 16 squares, 8 are blue colored. And out of 16, 8 are white colored. So we can write 8 upon 16 are remained white. So 8 upon 16th part of the grid remained blue and 8 upon 16th part of the grid remained white. Now look at here. This is the grid B, and in this picture you can see that one square is again divided into 16 small squares. Okay, and this grid we will color as like this way. In this picture you can see that out of the 16 squares, 1, 2, 3 and 4 blue squares are there. So we can write 4 upon 16, that means out of 16 squares 4 are blue and out of 16 squares 12 are white. So we can write 4 upon 6, 4 16th part is blue and 12 16th part is white. This is the C grid. And in this picture you can see that one square is again divided into 16 small squares, and we can color this like way. And from this picture we can see that out of 16 squares, 8 are blue colored and 8 are white colored. So we can write as like this way. 8 upon 16th part is blue and 8 upon 16th part is white. That means 8 16th part is blue and 8 16th part is white. So this is the D grid. Actually this is our question, and like this way we colored here that corner squares are blue colored. So that means a square having 4 corners, so we colored here 4 squares in blue color. So that means we can write like this way. Out of 16, 4 are blue. So 4/16 part is blue. And out of 16, 12 are white square. So we can write 12/16 part is white. You get this, students? Now you have to do this activity with the help of your parents. Now there is another question. Draw grids of 16 squares and make patterns with 2/8 red, 1/2 yellow and 1/4 green, or we can read as 2/8 part is red, 1/2 part is yellow and 1/4 part is green. So 2/8 part is red. So you can see this, at the denominator there is a 8 and at the numerator there is a 2. But total we have 16 squares. So out of 16 squares we have to draw in colored in different colors. So out of the 16, that means this 16 number should be at the denominator. So here is the denominator 8. So we have to convert that denominator into 16. So how we can convert 8 into 16? So we know that 16 number comes in a table of 8. So if we multiply this 8 by 2, we get 16. So look at here. At denominator, 8 into 2 is equal to 16. And if I multiplying by 2 at the denominator side, so we have to multiply by 2 at the denominator side also. So at numerator, there is a 2 number. So we will multiply this number by 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So we will color 4 squares by red color. Look at here like this way. Here is a 1 square and this square is divided into 16 small squares. And as we have count or calculate here that 4 squares are in red color. Look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here in this picture we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares are yellow. How we can find this? Now look at here. As like this, we have to color half part of the squares in yellow. So we know that at the denominator there is a 2 and at denominator we wrote the whole part. And the whole part consists 16 squares. So at the denominator it is necessary that we have to write here 16. So how we can convert this 2 into the 16? If we multiply this 2 by 8, we can get 16. So at denominator 2 into 8 is equal to 16. And if I am multiplying denominator number by 8, so we have to multiply the numerator by 8. So at numerator 1 into 8 is equal to 8. So out of the 16 parts, 8 squares are colored by yellow color. So we can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares are colored by yellow. And as like this way, we can also calculate that we will color 4 squares by green color because there are total 16 squares and out of the 16 parts we have to color 1/4 part by green color. So if we divide the 16 by 4, we get 4 because 4 fours are 16. So we will color 4 squares by green color. So dear students, you have to draw grid of 16 squares on a cardboard paper, and with the help of this calculation, you have to color that squares. Now the next question is Ramu having vegetables field. Look at here as like this way. Ramu having vegetable field. And Ramu's vegetables field has 9 equal parts. Okay, this is a rectangular field and Ramu's vegetable field has 9 equal parts. Look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the next question is, what vegetable does he grow? Now from this picture we can see that which types of vegetables does he grow? He grows capsicum, potatoes, brinjal, tomatoes, spinach. As like this way, this type of vegetables he grows in his field. So you can see that there is a Ramu's vegetable field is there, and Ramu's vegetable field is divided into 9 equal parts. So our next question is, which vegetables grows in the biggest part of his field and what part? Look at here carefully that we can see capsicum acquiring only one part, but this potato acquiring two parts, 1 and 2. As like potatoes, brinjal acquired 2 parts, which is 1 and 2. But tomato acquiring 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. That means tomatoes grows in the biggest part of his field. Why I can say like this way? Because from this picture, I know that this spinach is also acquiring only one part of his field. So Ramu grows capsicum, brinjal, tomato, spinach and potatoes in his field. Okay. And tomatoes grows in the biggest part of his field. How we can say that? Look at here. Total number of parts of the vegetable field is 9. Ramu grows tomatoes in the biggest part of his field and part of field used for growing tomatoes are 3. So part of the field used for growing tomatoes is equal to 3 upon 9 and we can find out its short form, that is 1 upon 3, because 9 comes in a table of 3. So 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So we can write 1 upon 3. That is 1/3 part of the field used for growing tomatoes. The fourth one next. So we can write Ramu grows tomatoes in the 1/3 part of the field. Now there are some questions are related to Ramu's vegetable field. The second one, on what part of the field does he grow potatoes? Part of field used for growing potatoes are 2, this 1 and 2. Total number of parts of the vegetable field is equal to 9. Look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So part of the field used for growing potatoes is equal to 2 upon 9. So we can write Ramu grows potatoes in 2/9 part of the field. Now our third question, what part of the field is used to grow spinach? What part is used for brinjal? So the total number of parts of the vegetable field is equal to 9. And number of parts used for growing spinach is 1. Look at here in this picture. This part is acquired by the spinach. So part of the field used for growing spinach is equal to 1 upon that is 1 upon 9. That is 1/9. So then we can say that 1/9 part of the field is used to grow spinach. But what part is used for the brinjal? Number of parts of field used for growing brinjals are 2. Look at here, this 1 and 2. So part of the field used for growing brinjals is equal to 2 upon 9. That is 2/9 part. So 2/9 part is used for brinjal. Thus, Ramu grows spinach and brinjals in 1/9 and 2/9 part of the field respectively. That means Ramu grows spinach in 1/9 part of the field and Ramu grows brinjals in 2/9 part of the field. Now there is one more question related to Ramu's vegetable field. Now you write some questions by looking at this picture. Dear students, you have to write all the answers of all these questions of all the activities in your notebook. So now a fourth question, you have to write some questions by looking at this picture. What we can write? My first question will be, which vegetables are grown in the least part of the field? Now you can see this, capsicum and spinach acquired only one part of the field. So we can write answer capsicum and spinach. What part of the field used to grow spinach and tomatoes together? We can see this, out of the 9 squares, only one part is acquired for the spinach. So spinach acquired 1/9 part of the field and tomatoes acquired 1, 2, 3, 3/9 part of the field. Now there is a next activity which consisting a card puzzle. Okay, there is a card which consisting a puzzle. Now look at here. On this card we can see that there are the 4 squares. That means that square card sheet paper is divided into 4 equal parts and which is named as A, B, C and D. Okay, now the next question is, divide the white area in square A into 2 equal parts. Okay, now look at here. This is a square A and we have to divide this white area. Look at here. This square is again divided into 2 colored parts, white and black. And we have to divide this white area in 2 equal parts. How we can show? We can show like this way. Look at here. This is the A part which is separated from this figure that you can understand easily. This is a white portion and this is a black portion. And we have to divide this white area in 2 equal parts. So by drawing this slanting line, I can divide this white portion. As like this way, you have to complete this activity in your notebook by drawing proper card puzzle. Now the second question is, divide the white area in square B. Look at here, this divide the white square area in square B into 3 equal parts. That is too easy, isn't it? Yes, it is very easy. Look at here how we can divide this white area in 3 equal parts. As like this way, look at here. I separated this B portion from this puzzle, that you can see that at the corner portion is black colored and remaining white colored is divided into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. Next, divide the white area in square C into 4 equal parts. What is it a bit difficult? Is it a bit difficult? Don't worry. Take your time and do it yourself. And only if you have given up, then look for the answer. But I will wait for some time. Try yourself. Look at here carefully. As like this way, I can divide the white area in square C into 4 equal parts. And you can see this, the perimeter and the area of each part is same. By drawing smaller squares in these squares, or you can say if you divide this whole square into small square parts, you can easily divide the white area in 4 equal parts. Now the next question is, divide the white area in square D into 7 equal parts. The world record for this is 7 seconds, but you can take 7 minutes. So think. Are you tired of thinking? Okay, now look out for the answer on page number 68. When you will get your textbook, and if you open the link which your school have shared, with the help of that link, if you open your textbook on the page number 68, you will get the answer. But now I am showing the answer that how you can divide the white area in square D. Look at area. Look at here. In D area, there is no any black portion. So this total white area can be divided into 7 equal parts by like this way. By drawing 6 horizontal lines, I can divide this white area into 7 equal parts. So now we will move forward our next activity. Look at here. This is a tortoise. What part of each shape is colored? First guess the answer and then check. Can you guess what part of each shape is colored? Okay. As like this blue triangle, you can draw many triangles. Okay. This triangle acquired these sides. Okay. This is the first side, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So there are the 8 sides are there, and one side acquired one triangle. So 8 side will acquire 8 triangles. Look at here. 1/8 of the shape is colored. So out of the 8 part, one shape is colored. As like this way, we can show that. Next question. Look at here. 1/6 part of the shape is colored. How we can see? If we draw some lines, horizontal and vertical lines, we can show that 1/6 part of the shape is colored like this way. If we consider this one part as like this one part, we draw other 5 parts and we get total 6 parts, and out of the 6, one is red color. So we can say 1/6 of the shape is colored. Now the next question is this. Look at the small triangle. What part of the square is it, and how will you find this out? We will divide the whole square into small triangles as shown in the figure. Look at here this figure. And with the help of this triangle, we draw the remaining figure. And we can see that we will get 16 triangles. So the total number of triangles is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As like this way, you will get the other triangles also. So the number of colored triangles is 1. And the fraction of squared color is 1 upon 16. Thus, the colored small triangle is 1/16 of the square. Colored parts. Now look at here. Here we draw a circle which is divided into 2 equal parts, and one part is blue colored and second part is red colored. The circle is divided into 2 equal parts. Out of dash equal part, one part is colored blue. So how we can write the answer? The circle is divided into 2 equal parts, and out of 2 equal parts, one part is blue in color. Here the circle is divided into dash equal parts. Out of dash equal parts, dash parts are colored blue. Now in this picture we can see there the circle is divided into 4 equal parts. and out of the 4 equal parts, 2 parts are blue and 2 parts are red. So we can write the circle is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of 4 equal parts, 2 parts are blue colored. Now look at this picture. Here the circle is divided into 6 equal parts. Out of 6 equal parts, 3 parts are blue colored. Here the circle is divided into 8 equal parts, and out of 8 equal parts, 4 parts are blue colored. Look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are blue colored, and 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are red colored. So we can say that 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 6 is equal to 4 upon 8. That is half part, 2/4 part, 3/6 part and 4/8 part are equal. So as like this here we have finished our today's session. Dear students, you have to do all the activities with your parents or with your friends, and you have to write the answers in your notebooks. With the help of this video, you can do this. Listen this video, watch this video again and again, and try to solve all the activities and questions. Till then, have a good day.